Hi everyone! In today's video I want to show you guys how to tone up your thighs for spring break. I'm going to be starting to wear like a bikini soon, and I know the inner thighs are a girl's least favorite thing on their body. I'll be showing you how to tone up your inner thighs, your upper thighs, and even your bum. Yeah, all these will tighten up your lower body and make you just look more fit and toned up. Starting out with these exercises, as a beginner, I would start with a rep of 20, so I do each one of these exercises 20 times each for 2 rotations, and then if you are more advanced, I would raise it to 30 and so on. For myself, I do 50 to 100 reps depending on what the exercise is. So whatever I say, if you're a beginner, I would cut that in half. Also, after every building motion that I do with my legs, I make sure I stretch so my muscles don't get too blocked up by soreness and stuff. Stretching will just release some of the sore toxins in your legs, and let's get to it. First exercise will tone up right here, and it's called your hip flexor. All you're going to need to do is sit in a small straddle like this. If you're even not that flexible, you can just sit with shoulder length apart, but it works more the bigger your straddle. You're going to put your right hand on one side of your knee and your left hand on the other side of your knee. You're simply just going to take your leg and lift it up. You're not going to push down when you do this. If you're pushing down, you're not using your leg. These are just to balance you. So use your fingertips. Point your toe to squeeze everything in your leg, and you can tell if you're squeezing if you can lift your heel off the ground. You may want to do about 25 of those if you are advanced, but as a beginner I would start with about 10 because they really burn if you're squeezing your whole leg through the whole exercise. Might get cramps in your upper thighs, but just turning your body will stretch the cramp out in your upper thigh. And now you do the same exact exercise, but roll your feet behind you, so now your inner ankle should be facing towards the ceiling. So not rotated, rotated. If you really want to challenge yourself, you can do a pike. So once again, each hand on either side of your body, point your feet, squeeze your legs, and lift both your legs. For a beginner, I would actually only start with about 5 of those, lifting them as high as you can, and then if you're more advanced, then about 15 would be good. Also, in each one of these exercises, you can actually just hold your leg up in that position, and it will really be using that muscle just to hold up your legs. If I were to hold my pike for about 15 seconds, you would really start to feel the burn in your legs. You're going to lay down and just put your leg on the ground like this, but if you're more flexible, you can actually put your foot up. This is actually a yoga position. You're going to flex your foot, so pointed, flex, and you're just going to lift your leg up. So at first you may not start to feel a burn, but after you get to about 20, you'll definitely feel it. And you can also lay down and like put your hand on your head, and then you can do really fast reps, and you'll definitely start to feel the burn. Now onto your opposite side. Also, if you really want to challenge yourself, you can stick your right hand out towards your left leg and try to have your knee touch it. Really make sure the foot is pointed forward, because if it's pointed this way, you will not feel it. Feel it in your inner thigh. Make sure it's pointed this way. Next exercise is in the same position. You just go back and forth. So my foot is flexed, my hand on my back hip, backward and forward. If you're feeling a little coordinated, you can flex and then point. Flex and point. it will just use more muscles in your legs. And also one more thing I like to do is just hold my foot up, flex, for about 1 minute each. You're going to be in this kind of position and then have your one foot out and pointed. And you're just going to do small lifts up and down. And do about 40 of these. And then after that, you're going to go in circles. That'll really tone up the lower part of your butt and like the upper part of your back thigh. Make sure your leg is as high as you can get it. You don't want to be doing it down here. You need to lift as high as you can go. The last exercise I'm going to do are just a few squats. These are pretty simple. You're going to have your legs further than shoulder length apart. Put your hands on your hips and you're just going to squat down. Make sure you squat down low enough where you can actually feel a burn. So don't squat down this low. You need to squat down as low as you can go. Almost like you're about to sit down on something. And I do about 50 of those. So that's pretty much what I do to keep my thighs slim and toned for spring and summer. If you want to stretch your legs out, you can simply just raise your leg in a circle like this. And just hold one leg behind. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video and tell me if it toned up your thighs. I really want to know your results, and if you guys want any more tone up gymnastics videos, let me know. I know it's been a while since I did my last one because the last video I did was my abs, but I'm trying to get to all the requests that I have. And yeah, I hope this toned up your thighs and gets you ready for the spring and summer season. Bye guys.